Episode of the Final Bell. I'm joined today by my co-host, of course, Trevor O'Connor.
Wow.
And our guest today is Steve Skalkowski from Astral Float Spas and Extreme Muscle Products, EMP. We're going to get into some pretty cool chats about everything. I'm excited to have you here, buddy. Good to have you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. So we were kind of talking a little bit, too, about how, I know you're big with health being. You're very similar to Joe Rogan, actually. You have a lot of similarities, a lot of parallels.
I don't have his money.
Not maybe not yet.
It's on its way.
But you and I started talking quite a bit, before this about Extreme Muscle Products and about the incorporation of Q-Meric and CoQ10 into health and how it really applies
today.
Well, I
did some research.
I went to school and got one of those fancy degrees, and I did quite a bit of studying on Q-Meric and actually CoQ10 as well as part of our board reviews. So Steve and I had some really good chats about the benefits and actually what CoQ10 does and what Q-Meric does. So Steve created a product, a company really called Extreme Muscle Products, and one of the first inaugural supplements really is a hybrid or a blend of Q-Meric and CoQ10.
And it's even got one other super potent, which is actually really the star of that product. If the other two weren't good enough, there's something in there called PQQ, all right? And it's a long name, pyroquinone or something like that. It's most of these things are hard to pronounce, but PQQ for short. What's really, really exciting about that is that actually helps your body produce more mitochondria.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if you really understand the gravity of that, but that is huge. Your mitochondria in your cells is pretty much where all your energy comes from. Mm-hmm. It helps produce the ATP to get your energy going, and that helps throughout your entire body. Anywhere where, of course, where you have the most mitochondria, which is actually in your heart and your brain, you're going to get the most effects. But it's everywhere. So by producing more mitochondria, now your heart's working better, your liver's working better, your kidneys are working better. Everything is just working better because it's got more energy on tap. And of course, the CoQ10 actually helps protect the mitochondria from oxidative damage.
That's right.
And of course, the turmeric is also a powerful anti-inflammatory, but also an antioxidant as well, which is now protecting those cells. So you just have these healthy, energized cells that just give you so much energy. And I've been using it now because I just launched a company in January, so I've been only using the product for a little over a month myself, and I could tell you I feel so much more energy throughout the day. And it's not like the energy that you get you take a pre-workout or caffeine, you're jittery and then you crash. This is just great sustained energy all day, just like a better sense of well-being. I used to work, as I work long hours at the spa. I'd come home at the end of the day and I'd be like, I just want to sit on the couch and just do nothing, and I just have no energy. Now I come home and I'm like, okay, what else is there to do? I need to find something else to do.
Yeah.
Conversely too, at night when you're ready to go to sleep, though, it's not like you're sitting there with your eyes wide open. You can still just go to sleep because you're using your body's natural biology. You're not overstimulating something, which that's not even healthy because you're actually creating more oxidative damage in your body by revving up all those systems.
And the interesting thing, to keep it somewhat simple for listeners and viewers, oxidative damage and antioxidants are essentially what prevents cells from replicating bad cells. And that is kind of how tumors begin. And this is never a thing that says, this cures cancer or anything like that. No. Right. What we're saying is it protects the cells from damage, which then allows them to replicate damaged cells, which then can lead to tumors or cancer or whatever it might be.
So if you're replicating healthy cells,
that's exactly it. You're now, and that's exactly what he's talking about. You are literally able to function optimally because your cells are healthy. You have maximum energy. You have maximum ATP going on. You have breakdown cycle, if I remember my biology correct.
This guy's good.
So yeah, and turmeric has always been one of the biggest superfoods. It's an antioxidant for many, many, many years. My mom got me eating turmeric. My mom's Moroccan, so it was in our food all the time. But she used to always tell me, "Honey, eat more turmeric, eat more turmeric." And this is going back to when I was a little kid. Doesn't really have a taste, doesn't really have a flavor. It's got a really cool color, but you don't really taste it in food, and the health benefits are unbelievable. So how's the reception been so far? Has it been fantastic from the people that have tried
Oh,
it?
absolutely. Everyone loves the product, and love what it does, and that's what you need. Just like when I started the Float Center, you need that kind of snowball effect.
right.
People actually come and actually do it to tell their friends, and they tell their friends, and that's kind of how it's going. Because when you start out a company, you typically, unless you're backed with huge investors, you don't have huge pockets to go on an advertising blitz.
$1 million at marketing it so everybody thinks they need it, or you can put out a really great product that people get so excited about that they tell 20 people.
Organic growth.
It's just
exactly. If you have a product that works, and that's why I'm happy to finally have something that it definitely works, and there's no doubts about it, and people are going to feel the effects. Because how many times over the years, I've taken supplements all my life. Since high school, back when dibenzine and stuff that probably isn't even around anymore. So when EAS used to come out with their supplement guide every year, that thing was like this thick. I used to read it cover to cover.
Wow.
Taking all kinds of different supplements over my lifetime, and hardly ever seeing or feeling anything. Probably creatine's the only thing that I've ever taken that it's like, wow, I actually see and feel a difference. Everything else, it's like, well, I hope it's working. They say that it's supposed to be doing this. Is it doing this? I don't really know. But there's another $50 down the drain, another $50. But
tell me I got to keep taking it though.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And so how did you even come to this? Because your background is, you were obviously operating a float center and had plenty of customers. Every time I go in there's plenty of customers in there. How'd you get into EMP and breaking down Q-Meric and
it's actually a long history. I've been involved actually very closely in just antioxidant research since probably about 2004. There was a company which is still around today, LifeVantage, that has a product called Protandem.
Sure, of course.
It's now a multi-level marketing company, so someone's probably approached you saying, hey, do you want to sell this product? But the product is actually really good because it used a novel approach to antioxidant therapy where most, everyone was like, yeah, take this, it's high in antioxidants. What that did is actually turned on your body's own natural production of antioxidants. So your body has three primary antioxidants, superoxide dismutase, catalase, and glutathione. And what that does, it just ramped up your body's own natural production of it. So again, it worked at a cellular level throughout your body, which was really key because, again, traditional antioxidants, they have a cycle where, they neutralize a free radical and their life is over. Right. So, that was kind of a breakthrough. So again, I was involved in that company more as an investor, but I knew the founders of the company. So I was involved in kind of like everything, and I was always researching stuff and helping out as much as I could because I had a investment.
Yeah, totally.
Hey guys, we actually have a commercial if you guys would like to.
Yeah, we would love
to roll it down. You guys want to see this madness, dude? I'm pretty excited about it.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, buddy. What'd you think of that commercial, Chad?
I thought it was pretty well produced for being for describing
understanding
what it is.
PQQ.
I think it did well.
Uh-oh. Takes us.
There you go. That must have been the next one.
We were about to understand PQQ on a very deep level because that was a very serious voice.
Yes,
that guy has some kind of PhD, I think.
Yeah.
So let's kind of it's a fight show. Let's relay this back to fighting. How can that product from EMP help a fighter that's training basically every day?
Actually, I was thinking about submitting that to get NSF approved, so
Same
professionals,
thing, yeah.
sports can use it. But that's probably a little bit down the road, maybe by next year or something like that. But yeah, fighters can definitely because like we talked about, it really kind of gives you all the extra added energy throughout the body, natural energy, and gets all your organs working better, and the cognitive improvement in that. I mean, my brain has been functioning like a finely tuned machine since taking that thing, which is unbelievable.
That was my next question. Does it have kind of a neurotropic effect as far as?
Yeah, PQQ is definitely on the list considered as a neurotropic. So just because of the because it actually does help protect neurons as well. So that all adds to the whole synergy.
Beautiful. I mean, look, I think it's important. And here's the thing, especially with USADA, like you just brought up. That's a great point, by the way. With the way that USADA is literally coming in and dropping the hammer on MMA fighters right now, I think it's almost it's like a timing is perfect type thing for a natural base product.
Right.
You know what I mean? That really enhances your cognitive health, number one, but really your natural health. That's the goal with everything. I mean, a supplement is great if you're taking it and it helps you and all that stuff, but if it's not a natural type of health benefit to you, as soon as you stop taking the supplement, you're done with that type of great feeling,
Sure.
So I love seeing natural products that come in that literally kind of take a natural approach and really create a health component for people based on natural things that we would find in foods.
It almost appears to, just on a very simplistic level, from what it almost retrains your body to start doing things the right way again.
Yeah.
Instead of all the crap that we put in our bodies, and I'm horribly guilty of it.
Oh, yeah.
Energy drinks and every supplement that gets handed out everywhere most of those make your body stop producing what it's supposed to produce naturally because it's giving it to you synthetically.
Right.
This appears to teach your body to produce the right stuff the right way.
Naturally done.
Yeah.
So one of the things I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about with EMP and with Astral Float Spas is what is the best way to incorporate both? Meaning, is that going to be a problem if someone wants to go in and relax?
Should I pop two of those in the morning and then?
No, absolutely not. In fact, having a neurotropic and something that's going to actually help your cognition, I believe will help so much more for a float in the tank, because it's not going to give you, like we talked about, the type of energy that it gives you. It's not going to give you that over stimulus. It's just going to give you that good, clean energy from your own natural biology. So it's not going to be something that you can't control when you want to physically relax.
Good point.
Yeah, it's going to, same thing. Like you could take that and go right to bed. I've typically been taking that at night. I want to try and, get it on the schedule where I'm taking it a little earlier.
That was going to be my question. Is it going to be like taking your pre-workout and then running into traffic where you're in the car going?
Nope. Just the opposite. Again, you could take it really any time of day because it's something that's going to be working throughout the day the same way. It's not something that you're going to take. It's going to get metabolized. It's going to do something really fast and then drop off. It's just going to be the way your body is.
It almost your biology.
It almost feels like an all-natural Adderall.
Kind of.
Like the description is the mental focus,
right.
The increased energy, but obviously not putting big holes in my brain at the same time.
So how can people buy EMP, number one, and then how can we help you even more?
They can log on to extrememuscleproducts.com.
Okay.
And they can order it there. And as far as helping me more, I don't know. What I'd like to see is that in more online shops. So far,
like a Muscle Farm or like a
bodybuilding.com. Absolutely, those are avenues I would love to see the product stocked on. Right now, just I've approached some local supplement shops and it's been met with some really good reception so far. Fit Republic and Parker, they're carrying it, and Max Muscle is next on the list. They're getting me. What's nice about that is they're getting me approved as an approved vendor, so I can stock it in all of the Max Muscle stores.
I'm actually friends with the guys that just opened the Fit Republic in Longmont.
Okay.
So let's
connect.
If you're already in their world, let's get you connected with Face.
Sure. Yeah, and then obviously the other part is they can buy it online, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Directly from the website.
Yep.
And what does that cost?
Right now it's about $29, and what I can do
Wow, that's
is
cheap. That's cheap.
and what I can do
I've spent
too,
way more.
and I just thought of this right now. So like, if anyone's watching this, don't use it right now. I want to put a coupon code out there for like free shipping or something like
Perfect.
that.
All
So
right.
you could put that up later if you want, and I'll probably just put the coupon code like World Viral or something like that.
Perfect.
And people can enter that in at checkout and free shipping. So
That's fantastic. And then what about putting it in MMA gyms? Is that an idea, or is that something?
absolutely. You know, I want to see it in as many places as possible.
All right, so if there's any MMA gyms that are looking to help their fighters with some brain function,
Sure.
cognitive brain function naturally, let's get those.
Most of them have pro shops.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Let's get them in
Put it
touch
in your
with,
pro shop,
with
yeah.
Steve and Extreme Muscle Products, and let's get those guys stocking that on the shelf. And again, like I said, it's really a very natural product anyway. You would be able to buy it off of the shelf and get CoQ10 separately and buy Q-Meric and get that separately. But here we have the best of both worlds in one with another added value in the other components that make up these products. And let's do everything we can to help you out.
Absolutely, and that's a good point too. Because if someone was like, "Hey, I'm just going to buy all the individual ingredients separately," if you
Good luck.
were buying a good quality turmeric, a good quality CoQ10, and PQQ, you're going to be spending way more than you would just buying the product that has it all together. And you're now sitting there popping 3 different pills and
That's
carrying
awesome.
3 different
Yeah.
bottles, and so it makes sense in just that financial aspect as well. But you're getting something that's tried and true and works, has good synergistic effect, because that's what I'm looking for is synergy. I don't want
Absolutely.
to put stuff together that doesn't work well together. I want something that's going to piggyback and give you an effect that's 10 times more than if you just took one of the things separately.
The other thing that I love about it is he's not just talking about a product. This guy eats his own dog food. I mean, he's taking everything.
That's the key.
Me too. I
Yeah.
believe in that, and I'm so pumped that you're here and sharing that information with us. And our fight community needs this, of course, as we know
besides this, the work it does within your cells and increasing the mental clarity in the training in fight camp is probably one of the biggest
100%.
Struggles that people have, because
90% mental.
We're going 900 miles an hour trying to it's that mental clarity that I think is the bonus kicker on this.
You'll be able to catch all the links on our show. You'll be able to see the commercials as well for our episode today. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. We love having you guys watching our program and our show.
And of course, Chad and Liz.
Of course.
We love you guys.
We love you.
And I love float tanks. I have to say that.
You guys got to come check out Astral Float Tanks, Astral Float Spas in Parker, Colorado. It is an unbelievable experience. I promise you guys, you're going to love it, number one. And then definitely check out Extreme Muscle Products. If you guys have any affiliations or networking capabilities to help Steve get his products out, let's help him out. He's a friend of our show.
And he's a friend of the fight community.
He is a friend of the fight community, and he has been for a while, too.
Yeah.
So
Not brand new.
No, definitely not. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of the Final Bell. So for Ron and Trevor and Big Steve Skalkowski from Astral Float Spas and Extreme Muscle Products, thank you guys. We will see you guys next week with our guest Beth Paredes from Paradise Fitness and Nutrition. She's going to be part of our Strong Women show,
Nice.
which I know Liz is giving me the thumbs up for, and can't wait to see you guys next week. Peace, everybody.
See ya. Wow. That was